Here we
Okay, so this piece, I played this at the very first Martin Taylor guitar retreat that ever existed in the U.S. And it was certainly my first too. It was your first in the U.S. We had a first together.
Yes.
And I played it.
Does this mean we're engaged?
Mazel tov.
Anyway, so Martin has insisted I do it in every single retreat ever since. So it is now the official camp song. Those of you who've been here before.
And it's for Val, because Val had a little conversation the first night we went for dinner. Do you remember? And you were talking about something. You'll figure it out when you hear it.
Yes, you will. So Martin has insisted that I do this at every single camp, but he's never played it with me. Now,
And I've never played it right with him. I have even no idea what key we're doing.
I'll finish the story in a minute, but what key are we doing this in?
Well, we're going to start in Oi flat,
Okay,
and then we're going to modulate to Ve sharp.
great. Okay, so you guys got that?
Yeah.
So Martin has never done this, but this is the 13th time. Now, you know what 13 is?
We do.
Right? It's when you're Jewish, this is when you have your bar mitzvah. So this is Martin's bar mitzvah.
Barcode bar mitzvah.
Thank you very much.
And so we've insisted that he play it with us. And just to give him a little bit of support, Richard, who's never heard the song before, is a first-timer to our official camp song, is going to join us as well. And I thought I had a key pop for you, but I don't. But, you know, since we've got Tony here and all this Irish stuff, can I borrow your...
Yeah, my Catholic yarmulke, sure.
Right. Because the key of wearing a yarmulke is just that you have your head covered. So...
By the way, while he's doing that, I have to say, I truly admire how Miles integrates, you know, his faith and his family traditions into music, like you experienced today during graduation when he and Len played Pomp and Circumcision.
Baruch atah Eloheinu melech haolam borei camp retreat.
Thank you. Today you are a man, son.
And it's a camp song. There are parts, you'll recognize them when they come through, at least by the second time, where you're all expected to participate. I was packing my gear after a festival appearance. The show had gone real good, when a bunch of people with the kind of earthly smell said we're staying out in those woods. They said we'd like you to join us, there's plenty of room, we got a nice big tent and there's a big full moon. I stood upwind and said the only thing that I could, yeah, I had to tell them, Jews don't camp. If it doesn't have a lobby, I don't want it for a hobby. It's cold and damp, so I gotta refuse. Jews don't camp, la la la, oi la la la, la la la, oi la la la. Well, it's really quite simple, part of my tradition, taught to me in my youth. After 40 years in the desert, the 11th commandment says, go to bed under a roof. I'm fairly certain I could live without real bear hugs. I eat the big cuisine for $500,000 bugs. 10 times out of 10 I pick bagels over berries and roots. Yeah, I had to tell them, Jews don't camp. If it doesn't have a kitchen and it isn't air conditioned, where's the exit ramp? So I gotta refuse. Jews don't camp. If I were a Gentile, I would love to fish and hunt and get my water from the stream. But until there's shelter in the brook, or maybe a nice egg cream. Oi! Jews don't camp. Using leaves instead of Charmin might be fine if you're a Mormon, but I'm not that stamp, so I gotta refuse. Jews don't camp. La la la, oi la la la, la la la, oi la la la. If your sleeping bag is tilting, you can find me at the Hilton, 'cause Jews don't camp. If you get tired of your diet, come and meet me at the Hyatt, 'cause Jews don't camp. I got a giant television, it's the perk of circumcision, 'cause Jews don't camp.
Oy vey! Such a song!
He's now a bar mitzvah.
Thank you. Now, Can I have some
Martin
cake?
Muddle the Tailor.
Yes.
I want cake now.
Cake.
All of a sudden I want cake.
Cake will be served. They'll be dancing the hurrah later, and all of the appropriate things. And someone, I'm sure, will give you a cross pen. And anyone who's my age or older and Jewish understands.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening.